The censorship from YouTube and other large social media platforms is getting pretty crazy. It's getting pretty out of hand at how many people it's actually affecting. You can see Jordan Peterson here, Lauren Chin on the screen right here, but there's also a ton of other people that will go over, from the Daily Wire, from Timcast, Tim Pool himself, Luke Rudkowski, I think is how you pronounce his last name. There's just a ton of people out there who have been affected by this censorship, and it doesn't seem like it's going away anytime soon. The censorship on certain social media platforms isn't as bad. Like if somebody gets banned from Twitter, yeah, it sucks, but it's not the end of the world. When somebody gets demonetized or banned from YouTube, that hurts them a lot. Because not only does it bring a ton of traffic, YouTube is like, I think it's the largest search engine in the world, or maybe it's the second largest after Google. I'm not sure about that, but it's one of the top two. That simple fact alone should show you and prove to you how effective YouTube is at just driving traffic to your, external websites or whatever the case may be. But also, some of these creators really rely on YouTube for their AdSense money. That's their main source of revenue. For the Blaze that we'll talk about in this video, and probably for the Daily Wire as well, I don't think it's probably their main source of income. I think it's more about driving traffic over to websites, maybe getting subscriptions and stuff like that. But it's still a huge loss whenever this happens. Whenever they get suspended, banned, or demonetized, it's a huge loss, because not only for the money, but also when you get demonetized, your traffic goes way down as well. But you can see on the screen right here, Lauren Chin tweeted out, YouTube has suspended the Blaze over my recent video covering Ellen Page's mental illness, specifically her admitted experience with self-harm and her trans identity. We are not bending the knee to censorship, so here's the full video that got the BlazeTV nuked, and there is the full video. If you want to go check it out, you can, but it's 14 minutes, so we won't watch it in this one. But Jordan Peterson responded to this and says, the trans activists and avowed enemies of free speech are working overtime at YouTube. They took down my conversation with Joyce and Matt Walsh in the last month alone. Like I said, this is affecting a lot more people than just the Daily Wire and than just the Blaze. It's also affecting members of Timcast like Luke here. He's on Timcast a good bit. And also Tim Pool himself has posted a while ago, I think it was back right after the Eliza Blue situation is when Tim Pool really started getting hit, I believe. I couldn't find the tweets on that, but here is Luke just a few days ago. He posted this one, played a small clip of RFK to comment on for my YouTube video today, and now my entire channel has been demonetized. But maybe I should now go to Rumble and or Twitter and do a full review or interview with RFK now. And the issue with Twitter, man, I would love for Twitter to actually be a platform for creators, because Rumble, like it's great and all, but it definitely needs some UI updates. It definitely needs some upgrades. And I think they are getting some. I heard that they're getting some early on next year, but I mean, that's a long time away. That's at least 6 months away. So who knows how long that's going to be before they actually get some UI updates, but they need it desperately. There's a lot of issues with Rumble. I wish it was a viable platform, but at this point in time, it's just not a true competitor to YouTube. The only way that someone moving like Luke or like Lauren or like Jordan Peterson moving over from YouTube to Rumble or to Twitter is if they get a deal with money up front. They get a contract where they get paid a certain amount monthly, they get paid a certain amount yearly, whatever it is. That's the only way, is that they get paid through a contract, because I don't even know if Twitter has ads on videos for people to earn ad revenue off of their videos that they post on Twitter. I don't even know how that works. If they are making ad revenue, it's not very much. And Rumble, yes, you get paid as soon as you sign up. That's great and all. I think the ad splits are better than YouTube. That's great and everything. But it doesn't have the user base, and it doesn't have the UI, it doesn't have the algorithm, it doesn't have the discoverability that YouTube has. It just doesn't have the traffic at the end of the day. And I also tweeted out the other day that YouTube's biggest creator made over $70 million by himself. I think it was Jake Paul made $70 million by himself last year. Rumble as a platform last year made just over $100 million. YouTube's top creator by itself made only $30 million less than Rumble did as an entire platform last year. So that just shows you the true gap between YouTube and Rumble so far. Rumble is definitely, it can be in the future, a worthy opponent of YouTube. I definitely think it could be an actual competitor for YouTube, but as of right now, I just don't see it. But here we have this article as well from the Daily Wire, as Candace Owens revealing the lie that led to the YouTube suspension, and it just goes over how many people have been hit from the Daily Wire. It's pretty insane, man. Beyond Candace Owens' page, accounts from Matt Walsh, Ben Shapiro, Michael Knowles, Andrew Clavin, Brett Cooper, and Jordan Peterson have all received violations. Boring said penalties include Walsh being demonetized last month, Owens and Knowles being suspended for 7 days after receiving a second strike, and Jordan Peterson getting his first strike. 3 strikes in 90 days and an account gets deleted. Boring noted. And we also see Jordan Peterson after getting that strike. That was a few days ago when that article was posted. This is on June 26th, so today, talking about how a trans activist avowed enemies of free speech are working overtime at YouTube. They took down my conversation with Helen Joyce and Matt Walsh in the last month alone. So there's a ton of stuff going on with this censorship, dude. It's really bad. Like I said, Tim Pool also got I think he got a strike on his channel, or maybe a couple of videos taken down. Yeah, that's what it was. It was the Dylan Mulvaney Bud Light situation where Sarah Gonzalez also got hit. There was a bunch of other people who also got hit during that time period. And it seems like every single time a big story pops off, like the Bud Light Dylan Mulvaney situation, or Luke Rudkowski with the RFK and Joe Rogan situation versus Peter Hotez, he gets his channel demonetized. And now Lauren Chin posted a video on the BlazeTV with Ellen Page's mental illness, and they got their channel suspended. So it seems like every single time one of these larger stories pop off, somebody goes down. You know, somebody loses their channel, somebody gets demonetized. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments about this whole censorship stuff from YouTube with Jordan Peterson, Lauren Chin, and all of the rest of them. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments about the whole situation.